upload. All right, look, y'all, I'm gonna just get straight to the chase. We're gonna be talking about Beyond Nin today. Now, Beyond Nin is a Hunter x Hunter inspired Roblox anime game that has Nin progression, Hunter exams, Hunter progression, yada yada, PvP activities in the storyline, side quests, all types of stuff. Now, Beyond Nin is actually one of the top anime games that I expected to drop this year, or at least that I'm expecting. I don't know about everybody else. Hunter x Hunter, I haven't really watched it, so if it's really good, let me know. If I'm really missing out, because I will at any given moment, I can't really go watch it. But the movie is about 30 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna sit here and react to the entire thing, but I am going to at least react to the key pieces of it. And yeah, without further ado, if you haven't already, leave a like, comment, subscribe, come join the family. And as always, let's get started. So here we are, we at the Beyond Nin movie now from DK Roblox, also edited by my current editor, Sprint. Shout out to him. And yeah, without further ado, we just gonna get straight into the video. Okay. Sprint always going crazy with the effects, bruh. Okay. You just went crazy for no reason, and it's only the beginning.
Welcome to the Beyond Nin movie. We have a lot to dive into today. We'll be going through a few categories, such as exploration, progression, boss fight.
So these are all the key points in the video if y'all want to come check it out yourself. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna only go over what I think are the important parts. If you want to come watch the whole 30 minutes yourself, you can also do that. But for time's sake of the video, we're just gonna skip to important parts. So I'm gonna just cover progression and the combat showcase, because I think those are like the most important. Everything else is pretty miscellaneous in a way, if that makes sense. So I think progression is very important, and I do think that the combat is very important too. Here we go.
Progression. One question that we always get from our community is, how will this game combine the world of Hunter x Hunter into an RPG game? Well, now we have your answers. Firstly, we have a magnitude of different types of enemies that the players will be able to encounter. We want players to feel like there's somewhat of a challenge whenever they face new enemies. Not only will they be going up against new NPCs on each and different island, they'll also go up against NPCs with varying fighting styles. And beyond
that's what I like.
Combatants will not only fight back, but they'll feint, parry, perfect dodge, counter, as well as generate combos whilst in the midst of battle.
Yes.
Giving you the experience as close to it can be against real players.
Yo, this game looks good as fuck.
Move on. As we already know, the world of Beyond Nin is vast and has a lot to offer, which means there has to be different ways to get to all these different islands and locations, such as vehicles. However, traveling from island to island will require boats as well as a strong will to reach each and every destination. Here's a tip from your narrator, by the way. Do not get lost at sea. But as you reach these different locations,
I actually like the aesthetic of the map.
Items, especially from chests, which will give you different Nin artifacts, armors, weapons, and crafting materials. But there's still way more we have to talk about. So let's continue on. Secondly, when it comes to progression, we want to dive into acquiring quests. In Beyond Nin, quests are not all simple. Some are actually multi-layered. Here's an example. This quest here requires you to craft a key. Then, once you insert the key into said door, it will enter a timed event, where you have to rescue hostages. In this quest, we try to give players things that they can interact with to aid in their quest. And at the end of the quest, there are usually events lurking around, like spawning in a boss that they have to defeat. Now, this part here is mostly for the combat enjoyers, and personally, my favorite part of Beyond Nin. We wanted to reward those who strive in being the exception in combat.
All right, I'm gonna just pause here for a second. I like that so far, at least, that when you are progressing, from what it seems like so far, it's not just a straightforward pick up the quest, completed it, and get rewarded. I like how they're implementing the interaction system. So when you're doing the quest, you have more of a interactive experience versus you just picking up the quest, killing 5 mobs, and then boom, you just get the EXP. I like that so far.
So we added a bounty system. When you eliminate a player, you acquire something called a bounty tag, which varies in value depending on how high the player's reputation is. Another thing to our bounty system is that it requires you to be a hunter, in which you will need to scan your hunter's license to be allowed in the bounty shop.
Okay.
Then you can turn in your bounty tag and get rewarded with money.
I've never watched Hunter x Hunter, so this is actually a pretty cool and interesting concept to me.
And armor. Now, I don't know about you, but personally, that's really cool. That's sick. That's amazing, actually. Now, after hearing all this talk about our crafting system, I bet you are wondering how it works and how it affects gameplay. Well, here's the quick rundown. Crafting is very pivotal to your experience in the world of Beyond Nen. Firstly, you'll want to acquire the recipe of whatever it is you want to craft, which can be gained from stuff like chests, bounty drops, and hell, even killing random NPCs. Then, after you've acquired said blueprints and recipes for crafting, you go to the blacksmith, follow a specific order of said recipe, and input the materials needed. You can also craft Nen artifacts, armors, weapons, etc., etc. Some enemies, especially bosses.
I'm gonna pause it here only because I think they're diving into like a crafting system thing now. That's kind of like miscellaneous to me at the moment. But only reason I'm kind of like retaining the information as I'm getting it because I'm watching it. Just if you haven't seen it yet, I'm watching it just as you are. But yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead to the combat section because that's actually what I wanted to see. I feel like that's one of the key points of a game is to have good combat.
What do you guys prefer? The ice daggers or the frostblade boots?
Okay, the effects actually go crazy. Now this combat actually smooth the shit. Okay. Oh, I was just about to say, like, I wish they was using different weapons so we can see like what different ones do. Okay, the other guy is using a different weapon now. Okay. Okay. I like the animations though, for sure. And the effects. Oh, that's hard. Okay. It's like an advantage boost. I wonder what the executions look like. I would assume that each execution for different weapons are, of course, like different. Boom. Okay. Maybe I'm used to the combat looking like this, but the combat does seem pretty fast paced or pretty quickly paced. So it seems like if you're not paying attention, then you might lose and get caught off guard. Dang, whose combat system does this remind me of? It reminds me of like a battleground type mixed combat in a way, but like in its own unique style. Okay, okay, okay. Nah, the combos actually go dumb. I can already tell PvPers are gonna go stupid in this game. Like, absolutely dumb. I want to see what the execution is like. Okay. I think he might actually die here. Nice.
All right, is that the last of it?
Ah, I wanted to see what the execution look like. Hey, man. I was curious. Talking about he had to stay up till 5 a.m. One day. Oh yeah, Sprint GOAT for doing this in one day. Fucking absolute GOAT. But yeah, honestly, like I said, Beyond Then is actually one of the more anticipated anime games for me. I might actually try to get Tester in the game so I can actually have my looks, like inside look of the game, not to spoil anything like that. But yeah, this was the Beyond Then movie. I'm excited for Beyond Then to actually come out. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment, or let me know. Actually, let me know what you guys think of Beyond Then. I'm gonna link the movie in the description below so you guys actually check out the full movie yourself. I am gonna go back and still watch the whole movie myself, but let me know what you guys think of Beyond Then as a whole. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment, subscribe, come join the family, and as always, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.